God says you've cried enough nights in secret, and I want you to know that not a single tear of yours was ever wasted, not a single night of brokenness went unseen, not a single moment of your silent pain was hidden from me, because I was with you in every dark hour. I held you even when you thought no one cared, and I carried you when you felt like you couldn't go on anymore. And today I am telling you that I am turning your tears into victory. I am turning your hidden pain into public testimony. I am turning your sorrow into joy that cannot be taken from you, and I am replacing your loneliness with my overwhelming presence, because you are my beloved and I have chosen you even in your weakness. I have loved you even in your brokenness, and I have written every chapter of your life with a promise of restoration. You must understand that those nights you spent crying in silence were not moments of defeat but seeds planted in faith, even when you didn't realize it, for every tear carried a prayer, every sigh carried a longing, every broken whisper carried power that reached my throne, and though you thought I was silent, I was actually working behind the scenes preparing a victory that is greater than anything you could imagine. The people who walked away, the ones who misunderstood you, the moments when you felt rejected, all of them were part of a bigger plan, because I am not finished with you. I am not done writing your story, and the ending I have for you is filled with beauty, with purpose, with blessings that will overflow, because I am the God who redeems, the God who restores, and the God who makes all things new. Those tears you cried in secret were the water that nourished the soil of your destiny, and now the harvest of joy is about to spring forth. Now the doors that were closed are about to open, now the weight that pressed against your heart is about to be lifted, and now the chains that tried to bind you are breaking one by one. You may not have understood why you had to walk through such pain, why you had to endure such loneliness, why the answers seemed delayed. But I want you to know that none of it was wasted, for I was shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you for the very victory that is about to manifest in your life. When you cried in your room, I was there holding you. When you felt like no one cared, I was whispering your name in heaven. When you felt like you had no strength, I was placing angels around you to guard you, and when you thought it was over, I was writing a new beginning, because I am not bound by what you lost, I am not limited by what they said, I am not restricted by the storms you faced, for I am the Lord who brings beauty out of ashes and life out of what seems dead. You've cried enough nights in secret. Now the season of mourning is ending, the season of sorrow is closing, and I am turning your tears into songs of joy. I am turning your nights of despair into mornings filled with light, and I am replacing every scar with a testimony of my goodness. The enemy thought those tears would break you, but I am using them to build you. The darkness thought it would destroy you, but I am using it to elevate you. The world thought you were forgotten, but I am setting you apart as my chosen one, because my daughter, my son, you are precious to me and I will never abandon you. The breakthrough you have been waiting for is closer than you realize. The miracle you have been praying for is already in motion. And the blessing with your name on it is being delivered to you now, for this is your time to rise, this is your time to shine, and this is your time to see the goodness of God in the land of the living. I am wiping away every tear, I am healing every wound, I am filling every empty place, and I am restoring every broken piece, because I am the God of comfort, the God of mercy, the God of victory, and I declare over your life that your story will not end in sorrow but in joy, it will not end in defeat but in triumph, it will not end in shame but in glory. I know how heavy your heart has been. I know how many times you've wiped your face and pretended to be strong for others while breaking inside. I know how you carried the weight of battles that no one else even knew you were fighting, and I tell you today that I am lifting that burden off of you, for you were never meant to carry it alone, you were never meant to drown in silence. You were never meant to believe that I had forgotten you, because I have been with you from the beginning and I will be with you until the end, and every tear you cried was collected by me. Every cry in the night was heard by me, and every time you whispered my name I leaned closer to you because my love for you is greater than you can comprehend. Do not think that your brokenness made you less worthy, because to me you have always been priceless. And do not believe the lies that whispered you were not enough, because to me you have always been more than enough, chosen, loved, redeemed, and anointed. Those sleepless nights you endured did not break you. They built in you a strength that will now be revealed, a faith that will now bring miracles, a resilience that will now shine as a light for others who are lost in their own darkness. You've cried enough in secret, and now I will honor you in public, now I will raise you in the presence of those who doubted you, now I will show the world that I was always with you, because your life is not a story of defeat but a testimony of my victory. Your wounds are not the end but the evidence that I carried you through. And your tears are not a sign of weakness but a proof of your faith. Even when you did not see results, you kept holding on. Even when the pain was unbearable, you still whispered prayers. Even when you were weary, you did not give up, and that is why I am rewarding you now, for I am a faithful God and I do not forget those who trust me in the storm. I am about to reveal blessings that will leave you speechless. I am about to restore relationships that seemed beyond repair. I am about to open doors that were closed for years, and I am about to pour peace into your heart that no storm will ever shake again. You thought your story was written in tears, but I am rewriting it in joy. You thought your destiny was buried under pain, but I am resurrecting it with purpose. You thought you were finished, but I am only just beginning with you. Your tears have been seen in heaven, and now your joy will be seen on earth. Your cries have been answered, and now your laughter will fill the atmosphere. Your silence has been broken, and now your voice will rise in praise, because I am turning everything around for your good. You do not have to fear tomorrow. You do not have to live in regret of the past. You do not have to carry the shame of mistakes, because I have already forgiven you, I have already redeemed you, and I have already prepared a future filled with hope, with love, with abundance. Believe me when I say that your best days are not behind you. They are ahead of you. Your greatest victories are not lost. They are coming, and your most beautiful moments are not gone. They are unfolding even now. Lift your head, wipe your eyes, breathe again, and know that I am God and I am for you, not against you. I am with you, not distant. I am leading you, not leaving you. Every tear is turning into triumph, every pain into purpose, every loss into gain, and every broken piece into a masterpiece that will reflect my glory. My beloved child, you may not even realize how close you are to the breakthrough I have prepared for you, because the tears you shed in silence were not just cries of pain but cries of faith, cries that reached the depths of heaven, cries that moved my heart with compassion, and because of those cries I have released angels on assignment. I have shifted circumstances, I have aligned opportunities, and I have commanded blessings to find you in unexpected places. You thought those nights of sorrow were wasted, but they were birthing a new season. You thought those silent prayers were unheard, but they were shaking the heavens. You thought you were alone, but I was closer to you in those moments than at any other time. You must know this. Nothing you have gone through will end in vain, not a single tear will be wasted, not a single battle will be meaningless, because I am weaving all of it together for a greater glory, a greater purpose, and a greater testimony that will touch not only your life but the lives of those around you. You have cried enough nights in secret, and I am announcing that your season of hidden suffering is shifting into a season of visible blessings. Your private pain is shifting into public joy, and your whispered prayers are shifting into shouted praises. What the enemy meant for evil, I will turn for good. What life tried to steal from you, I will restore in double measure. And what was broken in your hands will be made whole in mine. There is a reason I did not allow you to give up when you felt like quitting. There is a reason I kept your heart beating when you thought it was over. There is a reason I kept pulling you back to me when you drifted away. It is because your purpose is greater than your pain, your calling is stronger than your wounds, and your destiny is brighter than your tears. Soon, you will look back on this chapter not with bitterness but with gratitude, because you will see that it was in the nights of sorrow that your faith was made unshakable. It was in the moments of loneliness that you discovered my presence, and it was in the depths of your tears that you found the power of my comfort. So do not be afraid, for I am about to surprise you with blessings that will arrive suddenly. I am about to place opportunities before you that no man can close. I am about to heal wounds so deeply that you will forget the pain and only remember the glory. I am about to give you peace so overwhelming that it will silence the storms around you. I am turning your mourning into dancing, your despair into hope, and your tears into songs of victory, because I am faithful to my promises and I have not forgotten you. Trust me even when you cannot see the full picture. Trust me even when the process feels heavy. Trust me because I have always been working for your good, even in the silence. You are stepping into a divine reversal, where the very things that once broke you will now bless you, the very nights that once crushed you will now strengthen you, and the very prayers you thought were delayed are about to be answered in ways beyond your imagination. My daughter, my son, you are about to witness what it truly means when I say that I will wipe away every tear, because this time it will not just be words, it will be reality in your life. I have seen how you tried to hide your pain behind a smile. I have seen how you gave strength to others while secretly feeling weak inside. I have seen how you carried everyone else's burdens while silently wondering who would carry yours. And I want you to know that I am the one who has been carrying you all along. You never walked alone, not even for a moment, for even when you could not feel me, I was there. Even when you thought I was silent, I was speaking through your circumstances. Even when you thought I was absent, I was holding you closer than ever. You've cried enough nights in secret, but now I am pulling you out into the light of my promise. Now I am lifting you into the place of restoration. Now I am surrounding you with a peace so powerful that it will guard your heart and mind like a shield. The nights you spent questioning your worth will be replaced with days of revelation where you will know you are my beloved, chosen and priceless. The nights you felt abandoned will be replaced with moments where my presence will overwhelm you with joy. The nights of despair will be turned into mornings of new beginnings where hope will spring forth like the sunrise. My child, I want you to believe this. Nothing in your life is wasted, no heartbreak is wasted, no disappointment is wasted, no betrayal is wasted, because I am the Redeemer who takes every broken piece and creates a masterpiece. I am the Father who turns ashes into beauty, and I am the God who transforms your lowest valleys into the highest mountains of victory. Those tears you shed in silence were watering the very soil where your blessings will grow. And soon you will see the fruit of your faith, soon you will see the evidence of my promises fulfilled, soon you will understand that your tears were not a sign of weakness but a language of trust that moved heaven on your behalf. You will rise from this season stronger than before, wiser than before, more radiant than before, and your life will be a testimony that no storm can destroy the one who is held by the hands of the Almighty. Even the people who overlooked you will see my glory on your life. Even those who doubted you will witness your transformation. Even those who spoke against you will stand in awe of how I lift you. Do not be surprised when I restore in ways you never imagined. Do not be surprised when blessings chase you down. Do not be surprised when the very things that once broke you now serve as proof of my faithfulness. For I am not a man that I should lie. I am not a God who abandons his children. I am the one who finishes what I start, and I have started something beautiful in your life that nothing and no one can stop. The nights of secret tears are coming to an end, and the dawn of victory is here, the dawn of restoration is here, the dawn of joy is here, because I am making all things new for you. I know how many times you laid your head down on the pillow and whispered that you couldn't take it anymore, I know the nights when you thought the weight of life was too much for your heart to carry. I know the moments when you felt invisible, unheard, unloved, and unwanted, and yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still holding on, and that is proof that my hand has never left you. You may not see how strong you have become, but I see it. You may not realize how far you have come, but I know it, because every tear has shaped you, every trial has built you, and every storm has prepared you for the greater things I am about to release in your life. The secret nights of crying were not a sign of defeat but a birthing process. Because out of your tears will flow testimonies that will heal others, out of your brokenness will flow strength that will inspire others, out of your wounds will flow wisdom that will guide others. I am not just restoring you for yourself. I am restoring you so that your story becomes a light for those still trapped in darkness. My child, I am telling you that the season of loneliness is closing, the season of unanswered questions is ending, the season of endless waiting is shifting, and the sound of victory is beginning to echo over your life. I will open the right doors in front of you. I will send the right people into your path. I will align the right opportunities at the right time. And when I do, you will realize that the tears were never in vain, the waiting was never wasted, and the nights of pain were never forgotten. I am not only going to restore what was lost, but I am going to multiply it. I am not only going to heal what was broken, but I am going to make it stronger. I am not only going to give you joy, but I am going to overflow your heart until laughter replaces every cry. The shame you carried in silence will be erased with honor. The rejection you endured will be replaced with divine acceptance. The emptiness you felt will be filled with abundance, because I am your God and I will never leave you in the same condition that pain left you in. Lift your head, my beloved, and know that the night is ending, the light is breaking through, and joy is rising with the morning. What once felt like endless sorrow will soon be remembered as the soil where your victory grew. What once felt like unbearable silence will soon be remembered as the sacred place where I spoke to you in ways you could not yet see, and what once felt like hopeless despair will soon be remembered as the moment before everything changed. I am moving suddenly. I am moving powerfully, I am moving faithfully, and nothing will stop the blessings that I have ordained for you, for this is not just another season, this is the appointed time where your tears turn into victory, my precious child. The world may never know the depth of the nights you endured, the quiet battles you fought, the weight of the fears you carried, but I know, I saw it all, and I am telling you today that you will never have to walk through those same nights again because I am shifting your atmosphere, I am changing the story, I am breaking the cycle, and I am releasing victory into every area of your life. The tears that once watered your pillow are now watering the seeds of blessing that are already beginning to bloom. The cries that once echoed in the silence are now rising as songs of praise. The loneliness that once consumed you is now being replaced with divine companionship and supernatural peace. Do not think for a moment that I was distant from you, for when you cried yourself to sleep, I was watching over you. When you felt like your prayers went unheard, I was holding them close to my heart. When you wondered if I had forgotten you, I was preparing a surprise blessing that would prove my faithfulness in a way you cannot deny. You've cried enough nights in secret, and I am now declaring publicly that you are blessed, you are chosen, you are favored, and you are about to rise into a season of joy that no one can take from you. Your story will inspire others, your testimony will restore faith in others, your victory will lift others, because I never allowed you to walk through those nights only for yourself. I allowed them so that what I do in you will become a light for many. You are about to step into doors that you once thought were closed forever. You are about to hold blessings that once felt impossible. You are about to walk in peace that once felt unreachable, because my plans for you are not small, my thoughts toward you are not limited, my promises for you are not empty. They are living, they are active, and they are unfolding right now. I am bringing you into alignment with my perfect will. I am removing the heaviness of yesterday. I am silencing the lies of the enemy, and I am clothing you with strength, with dignity, with glory. My child, I want you to know this. The days of mourning are over, the nights of crying are behind you, and the dawn of joy is here. No more hiding your tears, no more masking your pain, no more pretending you are fine when your heart is breaking, because I am healing you deeply, I am restoring you fully, I am blessing you abundantly. Soon, when you look back on this season, you will not remember only the tears, you will remember the victory that followed, the doors that opened, the joy that returned, the laughter that overflowed, and the testimony that gave me glory. The nights you thought would never end are giving way to a sunrise that will not fade, for I am placing a new light inside of you, a light that will not be extinguished by sorrow, a light that will not be stolen by pain, a light that will not be dimmed by the opinions of others. My beloved, you have cried enough nights in secret, and now I am preparing a table before you in the presence of those who doubted you, those who hurt you, those who left you when you needed them most, for I will show them that you were never forsaken, that you were always chosen, that you were always held in my hands. Do not think that your suffering disqualified you. Your suffering prepared you, your pain qualified you, your tears made room for the blessings I am pouring out. The strength you discovered in your weakest hour will now carry you into your greatest season. The faith that kept you alive when you wanted to give up will now unlock miracles, and the hope you held onto when everything seemed lost will now bear fruit that cannot be denied. The people who once said you would never rise will watch you soar. The ones who thought you would remain broken will see you whole. The ones who thought you would always be stuck will see you move forward with a speed that only I can give. This is not just a change of circumstance. This is a divine reversal. This is the turning of the page. This is the fulfillment of my word that those who sow in tears shall reap in joy. You have sown in tears long enough, you have endured nights of silence long enough, you have carried the weight long enough, and now comes the season of laughter, of relief, of celebration. I am not just giving you back what you lost, I am giving you more than you asked. I am not just restoring what was broken, I am making it better than before. I am not just answering your prayers, I am exceeding them beyond what you can think or imagine. My child, I am proud of you for holding on, for not letting go of faith even when you felt like quitting, for choosing to keep praying even when you didn't see results, for standing even when your legs were trembling. And now, because you endured, you will see the reward, you will taste the goodness, you will live in the abundance of my promises. You are walking into a new season of favor, a season where doors open without striving, a season where opportunities come without struggle, a season where blessings flow without delay. Because I have seen your faithfulness in the shadows, and now I will reward you in the light. Your tears have built an altar of trust before me, and now I am sending fire from heaven to consume your prayers with answers. Your secret tears have been seen, your hidden prayers have been heard, and now your life will shine as living proof that the God who held you in the night has turned your sorrow into victory forever.